What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Rivah. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. It does not matter how you feel about this video. We all want to talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORZON, and we are back again with a highly requested Kevin Samuels reaction. As you can see, the video is already playing. This is actually when he's starting to take the callers, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into the video.
Okay, before we get started, how are you?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm well. And how old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay, why can't you keep a man, or why can't you get a high value man?
After listening to your show, I just realized I'm pretty much over the hill. I am out of this game.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're over the hill? As far as age?
Yeah, the age. Okay. And then I heard your other show the other night about single moms. I am a single mom. I'm a widow.
Okay.
So I don't know if that makes any difference, but I am.
It does.
In fact, a single mom.
How long have you been widowed?
7 years.
Okay. So, did you go to college?
I did.
Okay. 45. Would you classify yourself as a feminist or a womanist?
I'm not really sure what either of those terms really means.
What do they sound like? What do they sound like they mean?
Well, feminist sounds like, women from the 60s who didn't shave their armpits. And a womanist, I'm not really even sure what that means. That's a new one, right?
That's a black woman. Hold on.
I think what she said about the armpits, isn't that a hippie?
Womanist is black women's way of saying feminist. Okay, so a feminist is, they're not just shaving, no armpit shavings. They're women who believe that feminist in the conversational sense believe that men and women are equal. Mm-hmm. That men and women should be men and women should be paid the same amount. Believe in basically all the new social engineering things post 60s. Your body, your choice. No fault divorce. However, women like that also tend to want men to still be traditional men. But the first part, I am woman, hear me roar. Are you more in line with that, or are you more in line with June Cleaver, Leave It to Beaver, Stepford Wives? Be honest. I don't really care. I just need to know.
I'm more on the fix a plate for your man side than out there burning bras.
Okay. So, how old is your child?
I have two. I have a 7-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son.
Okay.
Wow.
So.
And I say wow just because if her husband, passed away essentially when that child was born, that's really sad.
You start having your children late.
Yes, I did. I was.
Why'd you wait?
Old eggs.
Why'd you wait so long to get married?
It really did take me that long to find the right guy.
What do you mean?
It took me that long.
But you're not the one that finds guys. See,
No.
See, that's what I mean. Were you raised with mom and dad in the household, or just mom?
Just mom.
Okay, let's get right to it. We're roughly the same age. Women who marry late, raised by mom, you weren't really raised to be a wife. You're raised to take care of yourself and not depend on no man. I mean, you got to be a man basher, but you're not. Women of our generation were not taught to look at men as requirements. Men were optional.
Right.
That's feminism.
Okay.
Because you got married at what age?
I think I was about 36 or 37.
You don't remember?
I'm bad with years, but yeah.
Okay.
36, 37.
Okay, did you pay for the wedding or did he pay? Who paid for the wedding?
We did and our family did.
Okay. I laugh because, I mean, women, see, girly women remember things like.
It's funny that he just said that, girly, because I was just gonna say, yeah, women who wanted to be married and like it's like their lifelong dream, they can tell you everything. They can tell you the date, how old they were, what they wore, the time it started. Like they're gonna be excited about that part of the conversation because it means so much to them. When a man is just a plus in a relationship, they're not keeping track of anything like that, right? Like they were just like, oh well, yeah, it happened. How long? Too long. Like there are women who answer the questions like that, like, oh, how long have you been married? Too long. Whereas a woman who longed to be a wife, longed to have a husband, is going to elaborate so much on that question.
Oh, I'm not like that. I was all about let's spend as little as we can on the wedding. And
I didn't ask. I just asked how long. No, I didn't ask about the wedding. I'm talking about the wedding date, the sentimental part.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, what were you calling in for on the show?
Just to get your advice for me, for someone in my situation. I'm 45 years old, widowed. What are my prospects? What type of man should I be looking for?
Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
well, no, I heard there's the high value man, and then I heard your other show about.
Okay, see, at 45 years old, ma'am, you should know what you want. What do you want?
Okay. What do I want? I want a man that's close to my age, who's like into doing stuff and going out and doing cultural type stuff.
What year were you born
in?
What year were you born in?
What was that?
What year were you born in?
75.
You don't talk like a
1975.
You don't talk like a 45-year-old woman.
I don't.
No, I feel like I'm talking to a 20-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
I'm asking a fully grown woman, what do you want? And it's like you're struggling to tell me. You're a married woman and a widow with 2 kids. You should be fully grown and be able to articulate what it is you want, what fits you, what you need for your kids and the rest of your life. You are almost 50.
Oh my God.
What does God have to do with it? All you need is a clock and a calendar. What the hell are you talking about?
Yes, I see what you're saying here. I see exactly what you're saying here. Yes, I do know what
I want. Okay.
So how do I go about?
I don't know what it is you want. All right, lady. Okay, seriously, ma'am. I'm seriously, ma'am. I'm about 2 seconds away from putting you off my channel. Are you trolling me or are you being serious?
I'm totally being serious.
Well, if you're totally being serious, this is pathetic. Because I'm serious. You're 45.
That was pathetic.
Talk to me like a 45-year-old woman that could be somebody's grandmother. I mean, you're laughing like, I mean, be serious, ma'am. You're a widow. What do you want? What do you need?
Well, I'm looking for a good man to be a husband to me and to be a father to my children and someone who could support.
And what is he? And what is he going to do? What is he going to get from that? What is he going to get from you?
A beautiful wife.
That's
stability.
Hold on. Beautiful wife. How tall are you?
5'4".
Dress size.
6.
That's your picture.
That is my picture.
How recent is it?
That's a 10-year-old picture. But I still look like that.
Beautiful women don't have 10-year-old pictures, man.
True. True.
All right, we'll go ahead and put you on hold until you can get yourself together. I mean, I swear to God, some of these women, I mean, that's 45? Hello?
I just want to summarize that whole thing real quick. First of all, yes, at 45 years old, you should know what you want. You should know what you're looking for. But it seems like that whole childlike thing that's within her could be her problem as to why she's not finding the right spouse, finding the right mate. She wants people who are around her age, but you know when he asked her what she's looking for, like, oh, somebody that can have fun, long walks in the park, like, somebody who is spontaneous. Like, that's something that for sure you would ask somebody who's even 2019 and they would give you that same exact answer. It if it's a joke or if it's something that can be laughable to her, that means that maybe she's unsure of what she's looking for, or maybe being that she's not taking it as serious, that's one of the issues as well. Because one thing that I like about how Kevin directed that conversation is he keeps putting her truth in her face. Like, hello, you're a single mom. Hello, like, you're alone. What do you want? You're here talking to me. What is it that you're looking for? What advice are you looking for? Because you have a man sitting right here and we're trying to have a conversation. And, it was just kind of difficult for her to get through. Maybe she's shy. Maybe she's nervous. I'm not really sure. But it definitely, again, is an issue when you can't verbalize exactly what it is that you want or you're looking for, because maybe you just don't even know.
Akuna.
Oh yes, hi. Oh my gosh, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Literally just found you. I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. How do I pronounce your first name?
Oh, you can call me Akuna. Everyone does. I guess okay. I'm not looking at the little comment thing because I know you said it's important not to look.
Yeah, I prefer you to close the window, honestly. But go ahead. Why can't queens keep a man, or why can't queens get a man?
It's actually kind of funny. Just because I've been watching your videos, I found you like maybe 2 days ago, and then you put this as the topic for today. This has been my exact question myself. Mm-hmm. I would say general knowledge. I have a bridal store, so I deal with a lot of women literally getting married. Mm-hmm. But I think it would probably be because if you are overly opinionated, it's a turnoff.
Okay.
And let me see. I would say that, based off of everything that I know from just anecdotal evidence of watching brides, people or men think that, or women think that men want you to be really smart, which they don't actually care about. And I actually would argue that they don't necessarily care if you're the most gorgeous, as long as you make them feel good. I think it's actually more about pumping up their, personal.
Are you married?
No.
Have you? I
know it's ironic.
Have you ever been married?
No.
How old are you?
29.
And you own a bridal store?
I own a bridal store. Okay. I own an alterations shop, and I'm a a realtor.
Okay, so you got a lot of businesses going on. What's your primary source of income? Which is your primary business?
Mm-hmm. The bridal store. It started first.
Okay, and that's where the bulk of your money comes from?
Yes.
All right. So were you raised with mom and dad? No,
I was birthed under. Short answer is yes, I guess. But my mom and dad were married, divorced at 2. My mom remarried at 9. Got divorced when I was like 25.
Where's your biological father, though?
Jersey.
He was not in the house with you.
No.
You weren't raised with mom and dad. Okay. You had mom and stepdad.
But not mom and dad.
That's not mom and dad. Did you have any siblings?
I have a brother and a sister.
Are they older or younger than you?
Younger. I'm the oldest.
And how old is your brother and how old is your sister?
Brother is 20, sister is 14.
Okay, so you're much older than they
are. Yeah. So my mom was divorced.
Okay, so why at 29 with 3 businesses and a bridal store? When's the last relationship you had?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
Of course.
January.
So, really quick, because I don't think he's gonna touch on her talking about the highly opinionated point. I just want to say that I completely agree with that part that she just said. Yeah, men don't like when you're highly opinionated, and it doesn't mean that you can't be a person that has a lot of opinions, but women have, they just have this thing where they just give so much unsolicited advice to their man, and it becomes extremely annoying to that man, because it comes across in a sense of like control, like you trying to control things, because women just get so excited about things that they kind of just like, oh yeah, well I can do this and I can do that, oh you know what you should do, you should, oh I think that so when she says the part of when she says that aspect of the conversation, for that I agree. It doesn't mean that you can't have opinions, but everything that you're doing should be measured. Am I doing too much? Am I overstepping boundaries? He didn't ask me for this. Maybe maybe I should wait till he asks me. Everything, in moderation. So I agree with that point.
How long was that relationship?
8 months.
How long was the longest one prior to that?
2 years.
How long ago was that one?
I've had 2-year relationships. So the most recent one, I guess, was when I was 25 or so.
I don't know. You tell me. 25 to 27?
Yes.
And then what about the 2-year one before that?
21 to 23.
So if you had 2-year relationships, why can't you get a husband?
Wonderful question. This is the question I've been asking myself for 2020. I'm a little intimidating, number 1, and number 2, I think I have a lot of opinions, and number 3, I think I've been going for the wrong type of guy.
How tall are you?
5'7" 3/4".
What size dress do you wear?
4.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed in?
137.
If you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, and you can't use 7, face only, no hair extensions, your natural hair, your natural face, what would you give yourself?
Interesting. 8.
Nope.
No?
No. Beyonce's an 8. Kelly Rowland's a 9. You give yourself Beyonce looks?
I'm actually, based off of what men have told me, they have said I'm a 9. You probably,
I saw you pop up. I saw you pop up.
Yeah, I just came from the gym, so I look rough.
Beauty is beauty. Mm-hmm. I'm an image consultant. Okay. I'm not here to hurt feelings, but it's just not, no.
No, I'm fine.
So the thing is, because you said you may be intimidating, and what's intimidating about you?
A, that I have the businesses, and B, that I'm not an idiot.
So
I think it's interesting that he asked that question about being intimidating, because she's taking being intimidating as, because I'm so successful and I'm so great at everything that I do, and he's saying, no, men are not afraid to approach you because you're so beautiful that they're afraid to get shot down. I think that alone just shows the mindset difference of a man and a woman, because she's thinking that it has to do with her success, and he's saying that Men are not afraid to approach you because they might think that you're out of their league. It's completely different aspects of what, you know, the reason why somebody would be intimidated if they were when getting into a relationship. So that's very, very interesting.
You got businesses, so what?
Well, I think it's, there's a shy quality that a lot of men like in women. They would probably describe it as demure.
What city you live in?
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And Atlanta is where it's 17-1 down here. Some maybe it's 26.
Oh yeah.
So have you ever dated a man that owns multiple businesses?
No.
So you date fuck boys.
I wouldn't disagree.
It's easy for fuck boys to be intimidated by what you call success. Don't bother me. Don't bother guys. It doesn't bother guys like me. The shit that you say is normally intimidating, I laugh at it. So do they. Now what are you gonna do to get one of them?
Honest to God, I'm all ears.
Well, see, but that's the point. At 29 years old, owning a bridal shop, what have you done to be? Let me go ahead and get to the notes. You own a bridal shop, so you see weddings all day long. What do you ever ask a woman? How'd you get your husband?
I have.
So are you competitive? So for the kind of men you want, are you competitive for them? What have you done to improve yourself in the ways that? What have you done to improve yourself in the ways that men that you want?
I'm ready for this answer, but she literally says that I don't think men like women who are highly opinionated. And then, what's your problem? Why you can't get a man? Because I'm very highly opinionated. It's like, if you knew that that's not what men like, there's ways to work on that. There's ways to work on dialing it back, sitting back, shutting up, being quiet. Offering your opinion even in your bridal shop when it's asked of you, holding that thing back that wants to keep on going and keep on prying and keep on giving when no one's asking you anything. There's a way to dial all of that stuff back. So I just find that really, really interesting, and I'm wondering what she's gonna say her answer is as to the work that she's been doing, to get a high value man or to get a husband. But I probably am going to guess that that's not something that she's going to say.
Well, I work out so that way not only am I small, but I actually have like a nice butt, a flat stomach.
That's good. Atlanta that's good. Atlanta, all you gotta do is go over the shops at Buckhead, and there are a lot of women down here work out, so that's standard. It's good. Keep going.
I make sure that I am eloquent, which means, I'm trying to keep well read so that way I can carry a conversation and not, be a dullard. I am trying to find like some activity in which I can interact with the kinds of men that you're talking about.
So what do they want?
I mean,
what do they want from their woman?
They want her to be pretty. They want her to be submissive. They want her to cook and clean, and they want her to make him feel good, physically and mentally.
Okay. That's a fortune cookie. Mm-hmm. That's very general. Mm-hmm. They want her to be feminine. They want her to be submissive. Okay, let's take it that way. Are you submissive?
I can be.
That's a no.
No.
See, that deflection shit doesn't work for me. So you might as well just give me the answer. Because if you can be, that means you're not in general. So
I would be submissive if I could meet the right guy to be submissive.
That's bull fucking shit.
Oh my gosh.
You don't meet the man without being what it is you already see. What I just asked you is, what do they want? And I asked you, are you doing stuff to be competitive with what these men want? You gave me this laundry list of shit that you felt like doing. Nobody cares about if you're well read. I asked you, what do they want? And you said they want you to be feminine, they want you to be this, want you to be that. And I asked you the first thing, are you that? No.
No.
It's on your list. First thing out your mouth, feminine. Are you that? No.
Oh, no. I'm feminine. I thought you said, am I submissive all the time?
Okay. Are you feminine all the time?
Yes.
Do you think the way you're speaking on the phone is feminine?
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't trying to. I was trying to make sure. Honestly, when I listen to some of your shows, the girls they kind of dance around their answer.
I'm just talking about.
I'm
I'm talking about this. The sheer tone.
Tone. Oh, I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say tone. I knew he was gonna say tone. This is a big issue. This is a really, really big issue because a lot of women don't even know what it means to be feminine. And you know how we can find out what it means to be feminine? By having conversations like this with who? With men. Because men know what it is to be feminine because they are the complete opposite of it. They are watching us from the outside of ourselves. They know what it means to be feminine because they experience women. They experience women. We are women, right? So we hang around women and we're around them in a different aspect of life. They experience women, live with women, are intimate with women. So they know what being feminine is and what it means. She doesn't even know what it means. Because in her mind, she's just having a conversation. What's the problem with me having a conversation? I'm just having a conversation. I'm just being myself. I'm just being direct. Your tone. Everything is tone. The way that you come across, your delivery, especially when you're speaking with a man. There is a tone.
I mean, I can be more feminine. I just was trying to make sure.
See,
can be more.
See, and that's see. Listen to what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's a switch you turn on and off when you decide that you spot a mark, and I'm telling you, the men like myself look at the fact that you're not feminine all the time, and we will never come in your area. The fact you're not submissive all the time, we'll never come in your area. Your lack of femininity consistently means you run high value men away.
Mm-hmm.
Your lack of being submissive consistently runs high value men away. I just asked you 4 questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever worked with a matchmaker?
No, it's something I'm looking into.
Okay. So basically, what it sounds like is you've decided to do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
As far as trying to you decide to do what you want to try to attract the men that you claim to want. But the things that they want, one, even if I agreed with what you said, you don't do them. I don't agree with what you said wholly, but even if I agree with them, you don't do it. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I agree that I do switch on my femininity on and off.
That's a problem.
Partly because of my job. But I don't feel like I would want to be submissive for just anybody. Is that a bad thing?
Yes. You want to know how?
Yes.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to look directly ahead, okay?
Okay.
Look directly ahead. Then what I want you to do is turn your head, just your head, not your neck, 45 degrees, okay? Then I want you to look directly down at your left ring finger.
Okay.
Is it wide open?
It is.
There's your fucking answer.
That's funny.
Your inability, you want, listen, don't talk, listen.
I am.
Black women like yourself think this is a game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be submissive for my man.
Mm.
I'll be feminine for my man.
Mm.
But you can't get a man until men spot you as feminine and submissive. Until then, you'll get fuckboys. Men like my dudes would pass right by your masculine ass. With that loud projecting voice. That shit is like nails on a chalkboard. And
I'm laughing because Kevin is just so funny. And when I say funny, it's because he's so honest and straightforward. Like, he literally does not care. And I love that. I love that about him. And it's funny how people combat the way that he talks, but at the same time, you know that being with a strong man, this is what these are the conversations you're gonna have. This is how he's gonna correct you. There is no, beating around the bush. It's just straightforward, and I love that. But it's so vital, the conversation, because yes, it is like a game. Oh yeah, I'll be feminine to the right guy. How are you gonna differentiate when you should and should not be feminine? You're either feminine or you're not. You're either feminine or masculine. That's it. That's the only two choices. So, oh yeah, I could be masculine sometimes with my homegirls, but I'm gonna change it with my man. How is that possible? There's gonna be more times than not that you're gonna be around your man and you're gonna forget who you're talking to, because the whole being feminine thing is not a part of your natural makeup. And when I say natural makeup, you weren't raised watching a woman who was feminine. You weren't around women who are feminine. You're always in your masculine energy. So you're going to forget who you're talking to a lot of the times. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to talk with that masculine energy to that man, and it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a huge problem. So it's not a switch. You can't just turn it on and off. That's how you are. That's how you have to be all the time. No matter what. You can get any job done. Doesn't matter what job you have. You can get any job done in your feminine energy. You don't have to change yourself to fit in anywhere else. Because there's feminine women who do a lot of different jobs who are married. Because they know how to keep themselves in check.
Not like you're intending to do it, but that's just who you are.
Oh, sorry.
That's how you talk.
Mm-hmm.
But thing is, women like you tend to think femininity, submissiveness is tantamount to weakness.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
See,
No.
except women like you. See, submission is a choice. And see, you want men to, let's say, if you were getting booped upside the head by somebody, you'd want black men to come help you, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You want men to come. You want guys to come step in if something was wrong, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Ideally, yes.
Ideally. So again, women who say they'll be feminine with their men and submissive with their men give the rest of the men of the culture your ass to kiss. Men see that and say, no, this is a game. Femininity is a switch you turn on and off. Nope, you're either feminine or you're not. You're either submissive or you're not. And the thing is, working in a bridal shop, you had a chance to ask women how they got their husbands, but the lessons haven't been learned. Number one, and I'll say this too, if you've had 2 long-term relationships and an 8-month relationship, have you ever asked any of those guys what it was like being with you?
Yes.
And what did the first one say?
I mean, they're honestly pretty consistent, which is
What did they say?
how come I know my problem?
What did they say?
I'm very opinionated.
Right. And why are you so opinionated? Where'd you go to school?
Why?
Where'd you go to college?
To the why?
Cornell.
Okay. And what's your degree in?
Marketing.
Okay. And what are you doing with that marketing degree from Cornell?
Just my businesses.
Okay. So, did you need to go to Cornell to do what you're doing?
No.
So what does Cornell do for you?
The idea
It gives you ego. That's what it does. It gives you ego. Mm-hmm. You could have done the businesses you're doing, Georgia Tech, Spelman, community college. You didn't need Cornell, but because you have Ivy, you think you're better. You talk like you're better. I mean, you have no room to be opinionated. You got a piece of paper that says you went to Ivy. Congratulations. But if you hear people saying you're opinionated, why does anybody, and this is going to hurt, okay? This might hurt. Why does anybody need to hear your opinion?
Tell the truth, Kevin.
Unless it's about you're a place where you're a subject matter expert, like being like weddings or like any other things you do for a living. But just being opinionated about individual topics, men don't like opinionated women like that.
Tell the truth,
I
Kevin.
got the other people to get to. Book a session. You got businesses. You can afford it. That's what it's really going to take, man. I bullshit you not. That's what it's really going to take. One-on-one working with somebody. I always suggest therapy and life coaching. But it sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on and some things that you're kind of blind to. Because if you honestly thought you were feminine and that very direct, high the way you're speaking, that would run a lot of guys the other way. Mm. And if it's not something you have to do, then it's something you're doing for ego reasons. My guess is you speak like that to raise your stature around other women and around men.
Food for thought. I mean, I have like my sales voice, but everyone says it sounds. Well, everyone who knows me says it sounds fake.
Well, I mean, and due respect, I'm chemical engineering background. I spent 24 years in B2B sales. Mm-hmm. I'm a sales professional. I spent 15 years in advertising and marketing, so I understand. But any professional salesperson learns to understand how to teach, tailor, and take control. You learn how to present to the audience. You don't present to everybody the same way. You turn people off that way.
Well, thank you.
No problem. No problem. iPhone. Hello. What?
Listen, we could very much go into another conversation, but I love that conversation enough that I want to stop the video right there. I don't even want to go into anything else. There's so much to unpack. But the number one thing that I don't understand is working in a bridal shop would give you a space where your femininity can thrive. I understand that it is sales, but people have to put on this persona to kind of sell things. A lot of people are just not authentic. They have a hard time with human to human connection. They have to put on knowledge and strength and wisdom and all of these things to be able to get a point across to sell something without just having that heart to heart thing and just being honest. You look beautiful in that dress. I think you'd be great in that. You want to see some of these over here? Like, like there's so many ways to do certain things. And I think it's very, very important that as women, we are aware of these facts. As a woman, I can say all day long, I could say, you don't have to change exactly who you are, the way that you speak, but how you speak to your man should be in a certain tone. I could say that all day long, but at the end of the day, you have to always practice that because this is not natural to some women. And also, a lot of women can't differentiate, again, who they're talking to. They cannot put everything into perspective. They can't be wilding out with their girls like, girl, oh, you crazy, you this, you that. And then, talk to their mother in a certain way or talk to their husband in a certain way. It's just not common. And some people, some women, have on this whole voice, attitude, persona, and none of it is themselves. So they say things like, I'm being myself, when in actuality, you're not being yourself. Because that whole persona that you got is from somebody else. That's from your mom. That's from your friends around you. That's from your grandma. You're literally just behaving like people that you've seen. You have no idea who you really are naturally, or even the things that you naturally speak like, think. You just take on everybody else's thoughts and feelings and then just push them out there. So that's a mouthful. A lot of women don't even know what being feminine is. A lot of women don't even know what being submissive is. They just downplay it, disagree with it, and at the end of the day, this woman is somebody who wants to be married. Having a conversation like this with Kevin is necessary because he's going to tell you straight up. He's being honest with you. He doesn't have any dog in the fight, right? Like, he doesn't have any reason to disagree with you or talk down to you or anything. He doesn't even know her. So he's just telling her what a man sees. And I know that there's some people who, disagree with Kevin, and that's fine. That's fine if that's how people think. But at the same time, there's more than enough men who are agreeing with the things that he's saying. So that alone should say that he knows the opinion of most men and how most men feel, especially, as he said, most high value men. And high value meaning money, and standard. Men that have a standard, have a level of self-respect for themselves. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze. Sorry. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section down below. They always say that if you sneeze when you're talking, that means that it's a true word. So we know that I'm speaking the facts over here. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. And again, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.